Hello, welcome to Steve McDonald's Crafting, and today what I'm going to do is make some labels using my Cricut, because I've reorganised my silicone moulds in my other studio and I want to be able to label them. And I've gone into new project, and all I need to do is click text, and I just want a simple text, so the Cricut Sans is fine for me. I want it to be in bold. I want them to be fairly large so I can reorganize them. And all I need to do is type in here what it is I want. So for instance, jewelry with two E's is the first one. About size 10.75 centimeters by 3.25. Can be a little bit larger. So I'll duplicate that and then just change that one to coasters. It's really easy how to do that, and then once I finish typing those in, I'll show you what the next step is. And this is ideal for beginners who have only just got a Cricut, because I'm still learning mine. I learn it every day. These are all typed up now, as you can see. So all I need to go to now is go up to Make It, click on Make It, and check how it's all spaced out. Now I like mine to be a little bit more spaced out than that, because I like to have a little more space when I'm weeding it. So all you need to do is click and hold, and then you can move things around, and as you can see, that fits nicely onto that mat. My Cricut's all connected up, and all I need to do now is put my mat in, and I've got my vinyl on there, and I've made sure that I've gone over my vinyl to ensure that it's stuck on well. Push the little arrow button to load it up. Choose vinyl, because it's a vinyl that I'm using on there. And now this blade I've had in there a little while, so I'm going to add a little bit more pressure. Fine point blade is in there. I'm not going to put it on fast mode. So I've pushed the little C button, and that should go ahead now and cut that all out nicely. And it gives you a good indication of how far through your cutting is with the Cricut here. So it's telling me it's 25% cut, and I just need to leave it. It's only going to take about 2 or 3 minutes to be able to cut through. Now that's all cut, I'm happy with that. I know that'll have gone right the way through, so I don't need to put it through again. But if you wanted to put it through again because you weren't sure if it had cut all the way through, all you do is don't take your mat out, leave it in there, because it's all nicely lined up, and just push the C again or the start button, and it will go through and it will cut in exactly the same places. It's unloaded my mat for me, and now I can just get on with weeding it. If you want to save this, you just go up here to save, and then you give it a title, so I could put this mold labels, and then click save, and then next time I want to use it, if I want to use it again, it's already there in my area. So it just sits in there, and if I wanted to use that again, I just need to click on there, and I can edit the details, I can delete the project, and if I want it to go in there, I just click it and then make it if I'm happy with it. And now all I need to do is weed this and get it ready. And before I weed it, I like to go over it gently with my scraper, and then I also go over it with my little roller. And then what I do is I like to weed on my mat, because I just find it easier. I know I can see where it says jewelry there. I'm going to just cut using my blade through that one and past the one that says holiday, and then cut that down, and then I can weed that. Now I use several different tools to weed with. I put my bits in there because I find it's easier. I have this weeding pick. I also have a weeding pen, which is like a little needle in there, which does hurt if you stick it in your finger. And I also use tweezers. Now I stick that down. I tend to take off the larger bit first, and if you pull it and keep it fairly flat, you're less likely to get your letters raise up, which I think is really important. As you saw, that came down really easy. And then for bits like that, I just take off like that. I've weeded everything that was on there that needed weeding. So again, I'll just show you what I do. So I keep it as flat as I can. Pull it across, and then double check it to make sure I've got... Now that bit's not so easy to get out with the hook, so I just use the little weeding needle pen, and I find that is really easy to use. And if I need to use the tweezers to put under there to pull a bit up, then I've got them as well. I've got all those nicely weeded off now, and they come off lovely, and all I need to do is put my transfer tape over them. I normally cut this to the size that I want. This lasts quite a long time as well. You can use it several times. You don't have to just use it the once. And I have lots of bits around where I've cut bits off and then I've reused it. And you can always tell it's transfer tape because it's got those big squares on it. And then what I do is I place that over my label, and then I turn my mat upside down and I take the mat off the actual piece rather than the piece off the mat, because I find then it doesn't get all bendy. That's nice and ready to be transferred onto my containers that I've got. These are all transferred over now, and before I put them onto the actual container, what I do is I turn them over and I give them a good scrape on the other side, and then I give them a scrape on this side, and that way I find the letters stick to the transfer paper a lot easier, ready to be transferred onto whatever it is you're transferring them over to. These are the drawers that I've got my silicone molds in now, so all I need to do is give this front a bit of a clean with some 99% alcohol, and that'll evaporate off really, really quickly, and that way I know that it's going to stick. And the top one is the one that I've got all my jewellery moulds in. I'm going to pop in my jewellery tag there. And again, really, really easy to do. All I need to do is take the transfer tape off the backing, line this up where I want it, rub that down, and I go over when it's, because it's not a flat surface, this has got a bit of a curve on it, so I just go through it with my fingers to make sure that that is adhered to it, and then take off the transfer tape, pulling it again quite flat to the surface. And then all I'll do is go around that, and that's on there nicely. Oh, and these things do carry a lot more moulds than what I had them in before, so they're so much more protected and much better storage. Just put that back onto that piece of paper and I'll reuse that again. Well, they're all finished now. I'm really pleased with how they've come out. Really simple to make your own labels, but it does make a difference, and also it makes everywhere feel a little bit more professional and tidy and easier to find, of course. Don't forget to boop the like button if you've enjoyed this video or found it really useful. If you'd like me to make more videos on how to use the Cricut, then let me know that in the comments below, or I'd be really interested to find out what you use your Cricut for, because I'm always up for a new challenge. If it's your first time viewing, then hit that subscribe button and ring that notification bell so you don't miss out on any of my future videos. And I'll leave the links to everything that I've used in the description below so it's easy for you to find. Take care, enjoy your crafting, bye.